Hi, I'm Larry Jenkin, founder at Of 11 Media, the company behind the MagTitan digital publishing suite of software. And I'm excited for the few minutes that we're going to spend together today because as a newsletter publisher, you're sitting on an absolute goldmine. You have everything you need to make a fortune by repurposing some of your content and turning it into digital magazines. The only problem you have is that over the years, the newsletter business has gotten tougher as direct mail's costs have increased while its effectiveness has gone down, and the population of those preferring print has aged as well as declined. To have a thriving newsletter business today, you need to have a low-cost digital way to acquire new subscribers. And in a perfect world, that marketing method would generate sales for your entire product line and would become a profit center and database magnet in and of itself. To see what this looks like, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Joe Weider, founder of Muscle and Fitness magazine, pioneered the method that is absolutely brilliant for today's newsletter publishers. If you were to read Muscle and Fitness magazine, in addition to all sorts of advertisements that you would expect, you would see advertisements for Joe Weider products ranging from barbells to supplements to cruises to DVDs to books, on and on and on and on. You use the magazine to build a large database, and then you use the ad pages to promote your newsletters and all of your other products. When it comes to readability, most of the digital magazine software on the planet looks something like this. It's static and is designed to look like a replica of a print publication with this dated page flipper motif. Besides being boring, it's often unreadable without requiring the reader to zoom, pinch, or squint in order to make the text large enough to read. Unless you're publishing life and death information, they're not going to do it for very long. Contrast that with MagTitan, which dynamically resizes each page so it's beautiful to read on every size digital device on every platform. We don't even have a zoom button. Then add in animations, video, and interactivity, and you've got a modern-day reading experience ideal for digital devices. The other key area MagTitan is superior in is monetization. Specifically, you'll get amazing ad technology that allows your advertisers to do things in your magazines they've never been able to do before. Let's go through a few examples. In this BMW ad, you'll see that an advertiser can actually have an infinite number of pages within their ad. They can include video, and they can even take credit card orders right within inside their ad. This Heineken ad will also show off our infinite pages feature along with some animation. So we catch the prospect, capture their attention. When we click the See More button, you'll see that a full other page loads, and literally this could go on and on and on as much as the advertiser would like. Watch here how we transform this boring static ad using MagTitan, making it animated and actually bringing to life a boring water heater ad. And lastly, you're going to see another animation effect that'll again stop the prospect dead in their tracks and capture their attention. When it comes to the value you can now deliver to your advertisers, you can give them a proposition that is literally more compelling than the one Google uses to garner 1 out of every 12 ad dollars on the planet. MagTitan's built-in pay-per-performance technology allows you to go to advertisers and say something like this. Look, Mr. Advertiser, you are only going to pay when a prospect has read your ad. If somebody comes in and flips past your ad and doesn't click on it or spend at least 10 seconds reading it, you don't pay a cent. This way, advertisers get to set their own budgets of whatever amount is comfortable for them, so money is never an objection anymore. If they only have $22 to spend, like Google, you run their ads until they use up their $22, and then the software pulls out their ad and replaces it with another paying advertiser. All of this whiz-bang stuff is great, but I think the most important of all is the financial returns that you receive from using this technology. After all, you're running a business. Up on the screen, you'll see our MagTitan earnings calculator, which allows you to run different scenarios of pricing and audience and see the revenue that you'll generate based on the license option that you choose. And we'll go over the license options and pricing next. But for now, let's kind of run a scenario here and see the financial returns. So the first part is, what is the price you're going to charge for an ad view? Let's just, for this example, use $1. I have some B2B publishers that are publishing using $5. I'm sure consumer publishers might go less, but I think $1 is a good starting number. For monthly reader sessions, I know it's going to be all over the map depending on the traffic that you get, but let's go conservative here and just say 20,000 sessions. Now, keep in mind, that could be 5,000 users that come back once a week over the month, or 20,000 people coming once a month. The next is, how many verified views will be triggered on average per reader session? And again, a verified view is either a click or a 10-second view. So let's be conservative here. I think anywhere between a half of a view and 3 views in the average session is a fair conservative number. Let's just use 1 for this time. And then, are you selling all the ads? Are we selling some of the ads? And we could run different scenarios for that. But let's just start with you selling all of the ads. And in this scenario, you can see how much money that you would net after paying us in the starter, pro, and publisher license level. Now, as you see that, let's just change it a little bit. Let's imagine instead of having 1 verified view, you have 1.5 verified views per session. Now you can see how that turns out. And let's say maybe you don't have 20,000, maybe you use our digital direct service and you get up to 50,000. So you have that. Or if you're a B2B publisher and maybe you want to charge more than $1 and you go to $2, you can see that the numbers can really be very, very significant. It's hard to create a one-size-fits-all example here, but if you go to magtitan.com and click on the Monetization tab, you'll be able to run your own scenarios. If you were to study this business model, you'd understand that there are only 2 things standing between you and a never-ending, unlimited stream of revenue: advertisers and readers. We just talked about advertisers, so let me show you a service that we have that can help you with readers. It's called Digital Direct, and it allows you to generate new digital subscribers from our database of over 1 billion people around the world. Here's how Digital Direct works. On the screen, you'll see an example using Sharkpreneur magazine. The first step of Digital Direct is to use social media to build our lists. So we go in and find all the social media sites on Facebook and Twitter that would hold relevant prospects for your magazine. In step 2, we cross-reference all of those social media names from the groups that they follow against our database of over 1 billion opt-in email records. And then in step 3, we email those people an offer to subscribe to your publication. Now, some will say no, but many will say yes. And that's how we build your subscriber list. And you should know that creating animated multimedia magazines is actually very simple and straightforward. Using our drag and drop tools as well as our templates, you don't have to be a professional graphic designer to put together a publication. It's also easy for your advertisers too. In your advertising center, they will set up their own account where they get to build their ads and manage their campaigns with our tools and templates that make it really easy. And if you don't want to be bothered with the issue design, that's not a problem at all. Our team of amazing professional designers can do it all for you. Before we wrap things up, let's go over the money. Now, on the screen, you'll see the 3 license options you have to use the MagTitan software and work with us: Starter, Pro, and Publisher. Now, it's very easy to see that the Starter license is completely free. Pro and Publisher have a price associated with them. On the top line, you'll see the price per license or issue if you buy in a 12-pack, buy in bulk. And then on the second line, you'll see the single issue price. Now, there are a couple differences in the packages other than the price. The first one is for the Publisher license, yes, you pay a little bit more, but our design team will do the animated issue design completely for you. Now, we can do it for you in the other licenses, you just pay separately for that. In all licenses, you have the option of using the software on a self-serve basis and doing it on your own. The next difference is the advertising center. In the Starter advertising center, you have co-branded along with our other magazines. So when an advertiser comes into that center, they will have the option of advertising in your network, or they will have the opportunity to advertise in other MagTitan clients. When you get to the paid licenses in Pro and Publisher, you have an exclusive advertising center, so your publication is the only ones that are visible. The only other difference is the amount of ads that we insert into the publication. In the starter license, since you're not paying us anything, we insert some ads and we do share revenues with you. We keep the lion's share, but that's how we make our money. As you get into the Pro license, we decrease the amount of ads that we require you to insert, and we increase the revenue share that you receive. And then that further happens in the Publisher license, where you're not required to take any ads from us. You have total control, and the revenue share increases as well. With all the pieces you already have in place, there's no reason why you couldn't have your first issue out in 2 to 3 weeks. And getting started is really easy. Here's the couple steps that I would recommend. First is go to magtitan.com and register. Get your free account set up. Go in and start playing around with the software. You'll see how easy it is. Use the templates and start building your first issue. Now, if you want to go even faster than that and don't want to go through the whole trial and error of learning the software, which again, it's not hard, what I would recommend is one of two things. The first is let us put together a 10-page sample issue for you. You'll send us some content. We'll put together a sample issue so you can show off the software, show off what the publication would be like to your potential advertisers, your readers, get everybody excited about it. And that's only $199. To order that, all you do is log into your site and you'll see that there's a button for it right on your dashboard. So it's very easy. The second option that you could have, if you wanted to put together a full issue most quickly, then what I would do is just take us up on the Publisher single license. And with that, it comes complete with design. You'll send us the content for the stories you want to get in there and upload it through the Design Services tab inside your account, and we'll handle everything for you. There's nothing to it. Thanks for hearing us out. You really are sitting on a gold mine. I hope I've illustrated that today. Whether we work together or not, you need to publish a magazine. And if we do work together, I'm really excited about having the MagTitan and Of 11 Media team helping you to get where you deserve.